All right, y'all, so this is the second part of using this airlift tool that I was telling you about, and this is filling the coolant system after pulling it into a vacuum. So as I showed you guys in the first part of this video, we pulled our system into a vacuum. On this one, please note that the part that goes on a radiator on an Xterra, and I think the Armadas, this is a non-pressurized cap, but we want to fill the radiator pretty quickly under vacuum. So we closed our pressurized cap from our reservoir and capped our overflow out of here. This is connected through here, so we just pinched it off. So we're only pulling the rest of the cooling system on this engine. We have it now in a vacuum. We're going to connect our feed tube from our distilled water, and yes, we're using distilled water on this because we are in Florida and we almost never see freezing temperatures. So what we're going to do now is open this valve, and as you can see, it's bouncing because it's pulling water into the entire cooling system through the radiator, which is the fastest way to do this. If we tried to do it from here, it would take forever trying to fill the radiator up from this hole all the way over here, even under a vacuum. And we let it sit for a little bit to make sure that we were chilling in a vacuum. And we're just going to keep an eye on this because we don't want it to get so low that this tube starts to suck up air. So keep it down in this corner. And yeah, we're going to need more water. So we're just going to keep pouring water in at the same time and make sure that we're not pouring it to where we are getting air bubbles down where our tube is. So just a nice gentle pour. All of our air is going to stay on top of the surface. And our strainer and hose is all the way down in the bottom. And as you can see here, this is probably the last jug. So we stopped here, one, because there was already coolant in the system. And we know for a fact that we didn't get any air in there. And we're just chilling in this spot. We took our vice grip off of here. So we are connected to this side, which should have coolant in it. And if we look, when we open that, that's going to drop us down to 0 there. And we can see this is full of coolant as well. We can see our level. We'll go ahead and take this off and give it a visual look. Make sure our radiator is full, which it is. And now for precaution. Okay, so now we got it running. It's sitting on an incline to make sure if for some reason there were any air bubbles trapped in there, that's all going to go to the highest point of the vehicle. And we're just going to monitor our temperature here. Once this gets up to operating temperature and we have our heater on and we're getting hot air coming out of here and we don't hear any noise coming from our heater core, we know that we're golden. Take it for a test drive. Make sure we don't see any fluctuation on that temperature gauge. And like I said, it's good to go and it's shipped. So if you're doing this kind of job, I guarantee you that airlift will make your life so much easier. Use that tool. Make sure you're taking your time. Check your new parts. Make sure that they're good before you install them so you don't end up doing the job twice like me. Granted, I mean, the second time I got it done, I did this in like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It's not that hard of a job if you know what you're doing. So don't be afraid to tackle something like this. Peace.